So welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing some pork. We're going to be smoking some pork ribs. And for these, I would recommend that you guys wash them. So after you rinse them out, the next thing you want to do is you want to kind of pat them dry. On both sides. What you want to do here is you want to try to get rid of this membrane that's right here. So you can go at it different ways. You can go from the side, from the middle, from the edge. Typically, you want to maybe try to get here in the middle so that you don't start off at the edge and start off with a small piece and have to work your way out. Whatever works for you, you do need to get rid of this membrane. So if you see that little membrane's coming up, there it is. Don't pull. I mean, this is very tough, so you don't have to be too gentle with it. Now that your ribs are ready to be seasoned, the next thing you want to do is you want to pick out your rub. Whatever rub you want to use, it's up to you. If you like it spicy, if you like it sweet. What I like to do is I like to get whatever rub I'm going to use and actually use some brown sugar. Put some brown sugar in a bowl, and then I'm going to toss my seasoning in here and mix it up. So that'll be your next step. Just kind of toss the whole seasoning in there. Ready? That's up. For these ribs that I'm going to be doing, I want to do a little bit of an experiment. I want to use the dry rub the way it normally is, season it overnight, but I also want to try this mustard on it. We'll see how it goes. We'll explain it. So you get a piece of saran wrap. A thin layer is fine, it's just to separate them. Put it over your first rib. Like that. And the other one, we just kind of layer it on top of that one. Perfect. But for this one, you want to add a base of mustard to your rib, or to the ribs. Smother it over. Like I said before, the reason that you want to do this is supposedly for two reasons. One, for sure, it'll help with the rub sticking to the meat better. But supposedly the ingredients inside the actual mustard might even help promote a smoke ring. So if you're looking into trying to achieve a smoke ring, then this would probably be a way of doing it. Or let me get it. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see if this is something that could potentially be something that you can use for that. All right, so once you got your mustard base on your rib, you just follow the same process. Go ahead and season your ribs the way you want them to. All right, so here we go. You have your ribs ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the refrigerator. I like to do things overnight, but some people say, yeah, just do it for a couple of hours, an hour or two, maybe 3. It's up to you. I have time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually leave them overnight, and then I will see you when it's ready to when we're ready to put these puppies into the smoker. after you have your ribs smoking for an hour, you're ready to dive into it. What you want to do is you want to pull out your ribs, let them rest, minimum of 3 minutes. The minimum internal temperature you want to look for is 145. If you hit 145, that means your meat is cooked. Anything above that will actually help tenderize it a little bit better, make it softer and softer. So your actually ultimate goal is to try to hit 165 to 180. That'll give you a more tenderized type of rib. But these are the 3 slabs that I cooked. These first 2 are the ones without the mustard, and this one's with the mustard. So we'll see, first of all, if we do get a smoke ring on any of them, and if we do, if the mustard one was the one that helped, or if it was just because it was just a smoke ring that came out because of the smoker. Some of these, while I was doing this, the bones were just, you know, it's real nice to say I have fall off the bone ribs, but technically ribs, they shouldn't be falling off the bone. Okay, you want to have a little bit of tug to them. You don't want them to be coming off. So it's very important that when you pull them out of the wrap, that's when that happened. When you pull them out of the wrap, that you gotta make sure you're very, very careful, because they'll start falling apart on you. It's not until the last part of the cook, the last hour, that they stiffen up a little bit. Some people call it the bend test. You pick it up, and if it starts to open up from here, some people call it the bend test. So if this starts happening to your meat here, that tells you that it's done. If it's staying on the bottom right here while you're picking it up, that means it's a good sign that it's done. All right. So instead of you can also see here, you have a little bone sticking out. But instead of guessing where to cut, it is also recommended that you flip it over and you actually cut it from the back side. So I'm just gonna dive into this one. This is the one with the mustard. This is the one that I've been wondering if it was gonna create a smoke ring or not. So you see these 2 bones, you just wanna cut right in the middle of these 2 bones. We'll just go ahead and start off there. All right, so maybe a little smoke ring, I really don't see it. A very faint one on the top, a very faint one on the bottom, but nothing to say that you're gonna win awards. So this is right in the middle of the rib. So as you can see, and now for the best part, taste test. That's good. See, the ribs should not be falling off the bone. There should be a little bit of tug to them. That's when you know that you have a good piece of meat. All right, not too shabby. So as far as the smoke ring is concerned with the mustard, I didn't see it here. It could also be the type of wood that I'm using or the type of smoker. But honestly, the smoke ring does not add any flavor to the actual rib itself. So that's just more so it can look pretty. All right, I'll put that one aside. And I'm gonna open up. Again, you flip it over. These bones kind of come at a little bit of a diagonal, so just be careful, don't go straight. You wanna go off to the side a little bit. So I found my center here. I guess I hit a bone, there it is. Yeah, I hit another bone. All right. This one's just the rib without the mustard on it. I don't really see a smoke ring there. Maybe a faint one right there. We'll see. I don't know if it's because it was a bigger piece of a bigger slab of ribs, but this one seems to be a little bit juicier. And then you have a nice little tug to it. It's not falling off the bone, but there is a little tug to it. All right, guys. So there's smoking pork ribs in your Masterbuilt electric smoker. If you follow this method, it'll be easy as Masterbuilt. Easy said and done. Thanks for watching.